In this quick video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to export your animation frames from Krita and convert them into a movie file. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you know some information here. Make sure that your start and end frame are set up correctly, and because Krita will use that information. Also make sure you remember what your frame rate, that's your frames per second, and make sure that's correct. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to the File menu and I'm going to choose Render Animation. We're only going to pay attention to the top section here that says Image Sequence. So right now we need to change the base name. You can really call this anything you want. By default it's called Frame, and you can leave it as that. You just need to know what it is. I'm going to call it Ball. Then you choose an image format. PNG is probably the one I would recommend most of the time. The other very popular option would be JPEG, but PNG is higher quality. Next is the most important one, and that is where are these frames going to go? So what's the render location? So you're going to click on the little folder. You're going to start off with your username. You'll then double click to open up the desktop, and then on the desktop you have to choose where it goes. So right up here in the top right is very handy. Click to create a new folder. You can go ahead and rename this new folder. I'm going to call it Frames. And then finally I'll double click so you can see I'm actually inside the Frames folder, and I'll choose. Make sure that your first frame and your last frame, those numbers are correct. Okay, so once you finish up and you make sure that your first frame, last frame is all set up and there's no surprises there, you can click on OK. It'll then go ahead and export your frames. If it doesn't export the first time, I would just quit out of the program and reopen it again. Okay, so now we're going to leave Krita, and we now have on your desktop, you have your folder where you've exported your frames. If you accidentally exported all your frames onto your desktop, I would go ahead and just make a new folder and put them in there. So always double check inside your frames folder, and you can go ahead and check and make sure that all of your frames look good. And double check the numbers. Make sure that they are going in a nice linear sequence and that all of your frames are there. Okay, so for the last step, once you've checked on your frames and you say that they're good, we're then going to go ahead and use the program called Sequimago. So you're going to come up here to the magnifying glass and you're going to type in SEQ, and there's the name of the program right there. Once you launch the program, it's going to ask you to find the frames, so go to your desktop, go to the frames folder, and you're going to click to activate and select the first frame. Once you've selected the first frame, on your keyboard you're going to press Command A, and that will select all. Then click on Choose, and now it's going to ask you what do you want to call the finished movie and where do you want to put it. I always recommend going to your desktop, and of course whatever movie name is appropriate for you. Okay, you want to keep the .mov extension at the end. If you accidentally erase it, just go ahead and manually type it back in. You'll then click on Save, and now Sequimago is going to ask you what was your timing mode, and you're always going to choose frames per second, and you're going to type in whatever your frame rate was in Krita. So in this example, I was animating at 18 frames per second, and I'll choose Enter. This last question, I'm just going to say no to. So now you give it about 10 seconds or so, and you should see on your desktop your new video file. Now if you don't see it in the desktop, chances are it's inside wherever your frames were. That's the default location that Sequimago will put it. So just, if you don't see it on your desktop, go into your frames folder and look for the video file. So here it is right here. I can see it, it's full size. In the QuickTime player, I can go up to the View menu and I can choose Loop. And you'll see here that I can just press play and it'll just go ahead and it'll loop just like that. Okay, so that's it. That's your new QuickTime movie. And now that could be put into Google Drive, send it as an email, certainly publish it online to YouTube or any other place, and you can share it with the world. Okay, that's it for this video tutorial. I hope this helps you out, and thanks for watching.